Hello, everybody, and welcome to week 8, or season 8, week 6 of Scrim Zone. We got a matchup between Fruitcakes and Metabusters here. Two teams that are kind of on opposite sides of the standings, but I have confidence that they're going to make it a banger nonetheless. No, I believe it's Eric. I don't know if we're going to see the jungle blitzcrank. Scrim's on, my man. You can't hear Honan? Well, so can you be a bit more like? Can you not hear him at all, or is he quiet? Not at all. I see. Here, 1 second. I feel like this is because it's using my default audio device for the desktop audio, and here we'll do that. Can Stanley be heard? I mean, not Stanley. Can Honan be heard now? No Honan. Okay. Here, let me try a different audio device. See, because when you talk, it shows levels like on the desktop audio. So
We got a let's go, but it's not a Honan, so we'll see. I'm just eating out MRE right now.
he's there but quiet. Okay, I probably have to turn you up. I think it's probably because I have you on Discord at like. Let me look.
50%.
You are indeed at 50%. So, all right, we'll put you up to 80. Does that make it better?
Put me up, and then just reduce Discord's volume on your desktop.
Yeah, we can hear him now. Okay.
That was it. That was the issue. You just find me annoying. I'm sure that's the takeaway, and not that I'm loud. Alright. Oh. Mm.
Okay. We'll try it like that, and then I can adjust you on Discord.
Okay. I mean, I could always do this, but I feel like doing this makes me a little. The audio comes in a little cooked. Hmm.
Stanley was supposed to be my man on the inside, but then Stav showed up.
Why is Metabusters debugging our stream instead of draft prepping?
Oh yeah, let me check
Dean?
what time the draft's supposed to start at.
Dean, it's fine.
Okay, we got like 3 minutes.
Dean, listen, nothing's been leaked yet. They just want to hear our beautiful voices.
All right,
Dean, do
let
you
me.
want to hear my beautiful voice, or do you want to just mute stream right now? Leave a comment.
Well, okay, is Honan at a better volume now, or do I still need to adjust?
He doesn't even answer your question. He just says SMH.
Well, people aren't following the rules. You know, he's gotta put his foot down.
Dude, I'm sure some of the people on both teams would love some feet.
He's
Maybe
slightly
that
quiet. Okay.
maybe that's why they want Dean to put his foot down.
Okay, we'll put it like that. Try
All right.
speaking now, Honan.
Skibbity toilet, yeah. Dean has no riz. No items, no loot.
I promise this will be a more focused experience once we get into draft and we have Honan's audio levels set up correctly. Doesn't sound like he's getting much louder. Okay. Well, I will start giga increasing the desktop decibel incretion. All right. Speaketh once more, Honan.
So I'm gonna, you only get one chance at life, so you gotta try everything. So hand me some of that fentanyl.
I think that's better. Okay.
All right, we might have it solved then.
It's good. We got it solved 1 minute before the draft was supposed to start.
Mm. You're not streaming anything to me, homeboy. What's that about? He's not streaming on Discord chat.
Yeah, bro, I can stream the draft for you.
Chat. Chat, I'm opening up draft links. Chat. Oh, never mind, he's actually streaming it. Damn.
Okay, but yeah, just the quick rundown on the rosters. Fruitcakes has chosen blue side for game one, and their roster will be Arnie A top, Eric in the jungle, Kai mid, Hong Baba as AD carry, and Kathy support. And Metabusters is on red side for game one, and their roster will be Corn in the top lane, Fujer in the jungle, Ticini mid, Stav AD carry, and Jacob support. So, oh,
Oh, looks like they started draft, or at least Metabusters got ready.
yeah, looks like Metabusters is
Yeah, looks
ready
like
up.
Metabusters is
So we're
ready.
just waiting on fruitcakes. Uh, what do you think?
Be
What do you think fruitcakes is going to try to first pick here? Do you think they got any high priority on something? Do you have the
I mean,
inside sauce?
if they can, they're probably going to pick up a Renekton for Arne. And if not, then they first pick top and then like go from there. Arne like tends to not get a whole lot of resources, and I don't feel like he's under that much pressure against Corn. So they'll probably look to first pick him so the rest of their draft can be more reactive.
Yep, I think both Arnier and Corner are people that have played, like you mentioned, the Renekton in the past. And being on blue side, I think Renekton's a pretty good blind pick. So they could maybe try to cover a corn ban in the first phase and then first pick the Renekton and kind of just play the matchup out however it goes. But
I'm expecting a lot of top bans like in the first round, just because they are cognizant and aware of that possibility. But
right,
I
but
mean,
I also think you have two pretty strong AD carries as well. I think we'll see once we get out of draft. But I think the key matchup for tonight is the bot lane here
yeah.
between Teddy and Stav. So
I mean, Teddy and Stav can both kind of play anything. So like after like if Renekton is picked ban, then like outside of Renekton, it's probably like you ban Twitch, you ban Jinx on the side of Fruitcake's not Fruitcake's Metabusters, and then Stav's Neela might be a consideration, but so is like Teddy's Aphelios. But then you're like throwing two ADC bans both ways, and there's other people to ban as well. Like mid lane for Metabusters is kind of you kind of want to get him off the uh Talia because he's a really good Talia, and there's a lot of dashes in this current meta.
yeah, that's
Oh,
why I thought it was hard to place the where fruitcakes might put their first pick priority, especially because the bans for first phase are really kind of up in the air, like you said. Because I think both teams kind of have like 2 to 3 players that you definitely want to be banning champions and giving attention to in the first phase.
there's new draft links.
There's new draft links.
There's new draft links.
Okay, one sec. Links got remade. Okay.
I have like a Blue Yeti microphone, right? I'm holding it like a goddamn wine glass.
Uh,
I am about 2 to 3 molecules off just becoming Dracula Flow.
my goodness.
This shit ain't nothing to me, man.
All right. Well, I guess it was slightly my fault why we aren't in draft. Okay,
Jump
we
that
oh,
ass.
we have been in draft. Okay, my bad, I guess.
Have they been drafting? Oh
They've been drafting.
no. Oh Nors. Alright, classic late to draft. Wow, really no Renekton priority? Considering there's Renekton mains on both sides? Damn.
Dean did call it though. We did see the Amumu first pick, and we are seeing a Yumi locked in for B2 for fruitcakes.
What
So
the hell? Oh no, the return of Yumi! No! Yumi Lucian! Ah, my kidneys.
I'm not sure if Kai has played Lucian before. This might just be Lucian Nami bot lane. I
Lucian
imagine
Yumi.
that Jacob is going to get his pick here.
I mean, he's probably gonna play Lockdown into Kaisa, right? Like, oh, nope, Nami. Nami into a Mumu Lucian, I like it.
Yeah, not necessarily a surprise seeing the
Yeah.
Nami come out for Jacob,
A bit of
but
a Nami main.
yeah, but like I said,
Yeah.
the bans were kind of hard to predict. We did see fruitcakes in the first phase, paying a lot of attention towards Tusini and Stav, and Kathy's pool kind of getting pinched a little bit as well in the first phase from Metabusters, as well as the Jinx ban that Teddy's done pretty decent on. Uh,
Kinda
and
getting
we've
pinned.
also and we've also seen some other players performing on the Jinx recently as well. And here we'll start to see the solo lane attention come through with the Darius ban for
Big
fruitcakes and
call
Jax and
again.
Akali ban for Metabusters.
Yeah. I mean, alright.
I
What
imagine
do they have
I
left, really?
I imagine if Renekton doesn't get banned here, um
Aurelion Soul ban.
we could just see Korn pick up the Renekton here and save last pick for Tusini.
Has Ace? I people have been banning Ace a lot, but like I feel like it's a bit of a fraudulent ban nowadays. We will see Renekton first pick here though. Oh,
Yep.
the Arnie is super comfortable. Just insta calls the Orn. How do we feel about the Orn Renekton matchup? I think it's like pretty even.
Yeah, I mean Renekton is probably just going to be looking So just build probably a cleaver first and just proxy whenever he can against Orn.
Oh,
We see Lux locked in for Kai as
Lux.
well.
Alright, so we know Delusion's going bot then.
We'll have to see what Tusini responds with, but right now, outside of the Lucian
I'm
Yumi,
hoping he responds with Kiana, but
I don't know if we're gonna see Kiana. A
no, it's
Katarina.
Katarina.
That's pretty spicy.
That's pretty brutal, yeah.
Here, if you want to give your thoughts on the finished draft now that we're here, I'm gonna start putting it in the asset creator.
Alright. I mean, let me whip out Giraffe Link so I can really look over it myself. Eh. Eh. Let's. I think Amumu was actually like a really good pick. You can amplify all the magic damage coming out from Yumi, Illusion, Ornn, and Lux, which it's just a nice touch. Also, Amumu Lockdown is really good, and you're going up against a bunch of auto attackers, so the E is going to get incredible value this game from Amumu. On the other side, that is a lockdown team for Meta Busters. That is a pretty classic comp, and if they find the one Lucian pick they need or the one Lux pick they need, depending on who's super fed, that's a pretty brutal team fight to be taking. I will say that if the game goes long enough, I think Fruitcake's just kind of default wins. That because Lucian and Lux have a lot of scaling. You have Ornn, so the Lucian doesn't like. Actually, no. Lucian nowadays scales pretty hard, but like he scales even harder now with Ornn item. Lux also like scales pretty hard into late game for different reasons. I feel like her macro becomes really hard to play against if she can just like ult waves. And with an Ornn item, she'll just reach that point faster. And killing the Amumu late game is gonna be kind of tough as well. You don't really have like spellcaster. Unless that Katarina's doing the poke Katarina build, but I don't think Tuchini would do that.
I mean, he could. I mean, I think Lux, especially on Katarina, where Lux really only has one way to lock you down, and I think Katarina can just hop over it.
Yeah.
We could see the poke build come out just because he doesn't need to feel pressured to all in Lux 24/7.
If the poke build comes out, then that's really annoying for Lux mid lane, but I mean, assuming it doesn't, right? Like there's almost no spell casting damage coming out from Metabusters, so the Mumu gets a lot of value. I mean, Kaisa will always shred, right? So there's always the possibility that like Kaisa and Katarina pick off enough people to just straight win a team fight at every point in the game. Same thing for Renekton, because like Renekton can kind of not onto Lucian, but maybe onto Lux, depending on like who the Yumi's sitting on. You just flash on that target, pick them off, and then win a team fight from there. But I do like Fruitcake's comp going more into like a 30-minute, 40-minute scenario. So Meta Busters, I'm expecting them to be pretty aggressive, pushing into objectives and stuff this game. They want to end the game sooner rather than later.
Yeah,
That's
it'll be pretty interesting to see where Fujer decides to place his Sejuani attention because there is only one. Well, I guess there's two melee champions on their side. There's
okay.
Katarina and
This is
Renekton, so she could technically go to either lane, but I think especially like with that poke Katarina build, it could put Lux in a really rough spot, permanently having to be mid with chunked out HP with a Sejuani threat as well.
I think it's bullshit that Katarina Q can proc Sejuani passive on her E.
The
Okay.
cube procs it.
Who's calling me? Yes. Who the hell's calling me? Hey, I'll talk out.
All right. Well, he's on the phone call. Um,
It's just my parents. We're good.
Okay.
As long as they don't need to bring my dad to the hospital, we Gucci. All right. Do I need to whip out League as well, or are you just gonna stream the game?
Yeah, I'll stream the game. I'm just
All
waiting
right.
for us to actually get into the draft part.
I mean, we
We
got that 3 minute buffer too, so we got some time
yeah.
to like I
We
don't
can,
know, chill.
yeah, we can take a look. Kai,
Oh,
here's the key player for fruitcakes here.
okay.
Uh we did see it's interesting to see that I think Kai usually has kind of the pick of the litter on their champs outside of Akali. I think sometimes you do see the Ari get banned away, but I think you usually get to see Kai on like Lux, Akali, or Ari. So definitely a player that you get to see perform on these champions. And they'll be playing against Tusini. I think the Tusini's most played champions are a little skewed because of previously playing top lane.
Yeah.
But 93 games, I think a 57% win rate is pretty good, especially nearing 100 games. But a lot of unique champions played. Like I said, you can see that
Absolute
the
monster with
champions
that one.
are a lot of top lane champions. I don't know why it's not showing the key matchup one. Hold on one second.
I'm not seeing anything, but that's because I'm assuming you've minimized OBS.
Yeah, it's in there. It's in the slideshow. I'm not sure. Here, let me get the client up for you.
Oh, stream's dead. There's no more stream.
What, the stream died?
Never mind. No, as in for Discord
Okay, well then
because I
calm
like
down,
being a
bud.
shit. I like being a shitter. I like being a shitter. Unlike Mason, I love lying. Oh wait.
Is this gonna be another stream where we have we have someone that's not even in the game, but we're just gonna flame them the entire time?
Well, I like flaming Mason a little bit just because there's like ethnic buff there or something like that. Let's see. Oh, I completely miss like chat. What the fuck?
Here, we can go back to the draft.
What?
Uh I think
All right, let's go back to the draft.
so. It is kind of interesting that the way that MetaBusters drafted, they kind of drafted in a way that looks like they want to play away from bot side, but that is kind of like the one like strong lane I think that Fruitcake's drafted here with this Lucian Yumi lane. And
Yeah.
Amumu doesn't really have specific synergy that he's trying to look out for, so Amumu can kind of play the map whichever way he feels, which Sejuani can do the same. She doesn't necessarily need to only gank people that can stack her passive, but I imagine with these stronger, like early skewed champions that kind of fall off a little bit, that it's that's where they'll want to be putting their attention. And also League is
League has been having issues ever since 4.15.
well no,
14.15.
yeah, my thing is like it won't put me in the loading screen on the first
Oh
try.
no!
But it looks like we're good. I'm
Okay,
loading
I
into the
thought it was
loading
like a
screen.
reconnection issue again, and I was about to be like, no, 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 not again.
So is your Discord stream good?
Yeah, the Discord stream would do be good. I'm pushing the Lucian scaling narrative because Lucian R at 3 items kind of hurting.
Okay, and it looks like the game is not popping up on the stream. So let me
No, it's not.
full screen game. We want that to be League of Legends.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
It was show. I swear to God, there's like so many things that are working when I did it myself, like in a custom game, that aren't
Yeah,
working
that's
right now.
that do be how it works. Uh oh no, Avery. Oh no,
Yeah,
buddy.
I'm working at the speed of light.
Buddy. The true Spectred experience, you were just working as hard as you can while the rest of us belittle you. Alright. Oh, well, I can see the game, like, in the stream at least. It is pretty crisp.
Yeah, it's showing up in the Discord stream. But
Oh,
okay, there we
it's
go.
showing up on stream now. Let's
All right.
go. Alright. Let's see here.
Okay. I think I
Barrier on every ADC, it hurts to see. I hate looking at more barriers, dude.
I mean, but you're trolling if you don't go barrier.
I know.
We
I
just see
yearn.
the exhaust and heal on the Yumi instead of like
Yeah.
an exhaust
No
and an
ignite.
ignite.
The heal just gets you so much more value. I think it's like an extra proc passive as well for Lucian.
Right. We are seeing Conqueror with TP Ignite with a Dark Seal start for Tusini, so a very aggressive start.
He's not going to poke variant. This warms my cold dead heart. Oop,
And we do.
Arnier
Oh,
does actually get the grass and trade for a level 2 for Corn. I think Renekton always gets at level 2 first.
yeah, definitely. We also see
Yeah.
Korn going for the PTA setup instead of Conqueror on Renekton as well.
I like PTA here. I think later into the game his function will be to just one pop a target because fighting Ornn's a bit of an exercise in futility. Takes the tower shot though. That's gonna be rough going to the 3 minute mark for that farming. Because Arnie's got a cookie, so he's gonna have a resource advantage for a while. Oh, he even goes in, gets
Yeah,
passive, doesn't flash in for the kill.
good route coming up from Kai here.
Yeah,
But yeah, good trading from Fruitcakes here in their solo lanes.
all
Renekton
across the
really
map.
not in too much trouble because both junglers are pathing into
Oh,
bot side. But
I've been conscripted by Dean to tell you that Control Shift Z is the zoom keybind.
true, I did forget about that.
No! Please tell me it's not the issue I was having. Please, God. If the extended Scrims Lore, right? I've been dealing with
A summoner.
unable to connect to the game issue for the longest time, so that's it.
No, Honen's been taken out by the Riot Shadow Police.
I have a game on record in my match history that is 0 minutes, 0 seconds, 0 gold, with 0 champions loaded in, and the game instantly ends when you replay it. It just ends. The replay exists, you can download the file, you can load into Summoner's Rift, and it instantly kicks you out.
Yeah, I think that screenshot you posted of your match history is like one of the most scuffed match histories I've seen out of the whole debacle.
Should I post it in general again? I already did it the once.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt, for context, but
Alright, I'll go find it again. I think is this the Wooloo? No, I don't think this is the Wooloo. I'll just put it in here first, and then I'll put it in general after. Alright, so in in Scrimzone Discord, I don't know the link for the Discord off the top of my head, so I can't say it out loud, but oh my goodness. 0 seconds, 0 CS. ranked solo duo, and then the rest of my games are even worse.
What happens? What happens if Eric can't reconnect?
Good question. Dean, our ever loving Lord and Savior. You have the answers. You have the rules. It's Aurora, and it's only with Chrono Break. I fear. Hey, Dean, did you see the Vanderbilt video?
Oh wait, I thought it was only Aurora. What happens in the most latest episode of Vanderbilt?
Oh, oh yeah, I thought you saw the video. Basically, a bunch of people were getting what happened to me, that happened to a bunch of people in ranked a couple of
Well,
days ago.
well, I know it was happening to a bunch of people. I figured it was more content. Yours like was ongoing into today, and that was like the
Yeah.
most scuffed. It like most affected individual was Honan, I believe. But I guess I could be wrong.
There could be more. I don't know. Dean would have to update me with more information. The game just gets rescheduled. I don't know. I've never had this happen before, so we would need to figure it out. What if we could get a sub for fruitcakes and they just play out the game? Because honestly, like this early game, like nothing's really happened. Everyone's like super even. So like
Fruitcakes does
we're
have multiple junglers on the roster.
yeah, just like wake up Mason, like, go into his room and like put a bucket of ice on his head, ice bucket challenge him and say it's for charity. Oh, Mason is awake. As long as it's a legal roster, they can play.
Yeah, we'd have to do the algebra on can Teddy play with Mason at the same time? Because I feel like they've run this roster before, just also with Mason. I could be wrong. Maybe since they added Arnier, maybe the points worked out differently. Hey, I'm not saying he can't reconnect. I'm just saying we've been 5 minutes into the pause already. We just gotta
Yeah.
consider all the possibilities.
No. We're getting we're getting flamed. Not by not by the game itself, but just like the point system. Yeah, I mean Teddy Mason roster is not legal. Who could have seen that coming, right?
Right, that's kind of what I figured, but
Yeah.
do I have the pause asset? I should. Let me.
Hold on. I'm gonna actually. They're talking about food. I cannot. Where the fuck? Who looks at their DMs in game? I think Stav might. Give me a moment. Where's Stav in my DMs? Where's Stav in my DMs? Stav is all the way at the bottom. Holy shite. I still haven't found him. At this point, it's easier to just go to the Rats channel to find Stav. Here it is.
All right. Well, I have the pause border as the highest priority, but it's not showing up. Oh wait, maybe it's because it's because I'm tripping.
Alright, I have injected my sleeper agent. My
No,
food sleeper agent into the game.
this is just my first time working in studio mode, so
A summoner has
You're
been
fine.
connected.
Oh, wait, I heard something promising. You know what's gonna happen as well? Once we get back into the game, since the buffer has already been used up, we will need to sit here and wait another 3 minutes for the buffer to rebuild.
Potentially. Usually when we just go back 15 seconds, it likes to work a little bit, but
Yeah.
we'll play it by ear. It'll give me enough time to alt tab and see.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see if it. There we go. Okay, we're back.
Eden's trying to get a sponsor for Scrim Zone. A Monster Energy sponsor. Yay or nay, Avery?
I
Oh,
mean,
the root lands.
I'm not a big fan of Monster personally, but hey, bro, I'm down for the sponsorship.
I didn't know. Did you know Red Bull? Well, this was like a thing on like Dean's Jeopardy. Red Bull is literally the top sponsor of the LCS. Like what?
Hey, bro, it could have been. Oh yeah, the Red Bull Baron power play, bro. But okay, we got. Let's focus up here. Okay, it was looking really dire for Korn, but
Korn builds up Fury by hitting the wave just enough to get full empowered abilities off. There's a fight in the jungle going on here where Eric takes a hook he probably shouldn't. Hong is actually going in really hard using the power of the Lucian early game. Eric does have to back off. Heal is used on him. Future is way too overextended though. Even as Sejuani, you're not thinking enough this early in the game, and you are going to fall down. Hong probably just chases down Jacob, a little close to the sun, and dies. Arnie looking for another good wave state. Not going to fight into here. Torn has full fury, so you probably shouldn't walk up to that as an Ornn ever.
Yep, Korn able to get his wave in, so he's about to get on the reset after his solo kill, after Ornn TP's back. And yeah, that bot fight looked a little split. I think Future definitely really wanted to keep moving forward, but his team was a little hesitant. And after he went down, there wasn't really much left in the tank to keep Lucian Nami off of you. So
yeah, Lucian
Nami, able to pick up that double kill.
Hong spaced it really well too, because if he gets too close with that Kaisa, he does just kind of get popped with the PTA build. So very well played by Hong.
Yeah,
Kathy was there.
Double kill going down to Lucian, but Stav is able to keep both his summoner spells. We still have flash on Sejuani, and the double kill really sucks. Lucian's coming back with a BF sword, but Kaisa just only missing out on the 600 kill gold, so should be able to come back with a decent base herself.
Arnie is getting ganked by Fuji. This should just be another solo kill going over. Well, solo kill. It should just be another kill going over. Flash out from the Sejuani and the Renekton, though. Oh, yeah. Ticini's just looking for Eric, and I think he's gonna find him. That's an armor stacking champion, not a MR stacking champion, and it will go down.
Yeah, and we can see 5 minutes, 45 seconds, well, even sooner because he had to move from his lane before that. But Ticini already mobile, already leaving lane, making plays across the map. So a really good response play for Metabusters here on the opposite side of the map after that Lucian double kill.
This is what Metabusters draft wants to do, though. Like that. Oh, I mean, an engage goes on to the Lux, but I'm not sure if you're killing a full health Lux. Engage also going down on Arnie, and I think he's just dead with the Sejuani here as well. If the Renekton stayed under the tower after that Shatter came through, I think that's the dead Renekton, but it's not looking the way of the well for Arnie right now.
Yeah, and that's really brutal for Arnie. Dies, TP's back to lane, then he's forced into a wave where where his wave is pushing into Renekton. He gets ganked and dies, and then before he can even get back to lane, he gets ganked dead again
and dies. Yeah. I mean, this is how Metabusters has to play with their stronger champions early, because if this game goes late, you're relying on your shorter range champions.
No, I agree. But a 7-minute eclipse on the Renekton is very...
Yeah,
that is not what you want to see. as
Kinda
fruitcakes.
spooky. Wait, didn't the clips get nerfed this patch or is it the next patch?
It's next patch.
Okay, so that it's not a fraudulent buy right now.
Oh no, and they put the percent health damage back on it. They didn't take it away. It's reduced, but I think it's still on the item. But kind of what we said was going to happen. We were going to see Metabusters try to play heavily towards their solo lanes to try to get some of them accelerated, and that's just what we've seen so far. Fruitcake's able to pick up that first dragon due to that as well. So Amumu doing good to stay playing near Teddy.
Bob just loves the Kaisa pick when he's like playing safe. Oh, the engage from Fujir not really landing the way it wants to, but it steals the kill from the Lux, so
Yeah, I mean Katarina still able to close the distance with even the slow applied, able to reset the hop and pick up the kill there too, without ignite even.
And getting the plate, very nice. Good lead being picked up for Ticini here.
Yeah, we're
Has
8.5
TP
minutes
budget
in,
now.
and we got a 2.2k gold lead here for Metabusters, so off to a great start.
Yeah.
And that's even with the Lucian double kill, so they're off to a really good start in my opinion.
Honestly, right, this Lucian's gonna have such a hard time. They're not showing us the top lane because Riot knows that a kill's about to go down on this Lux. Yep, there it goes. Arnie has no mana, so nothing really is gonna happen top lane either.
Yeah, he's already used his ultimate too. Biscuit's able to help him out a lot. That's also not going to be something that can happen next patch. But yeah, looking really rough for Fruitcake's solo lanes at the moment.
Hey, on the other hand, you know, that Lucian is looking pretty good.
Yeah, Lucian been able to create like a 15, 16 CS lead here.
And that's all you really need, like, is since this team is so supportive, if that Lucian is doing well, you know.
It would be interesting to see if they try to move Teddy up for the second set of grub spawns, or if they're going to risk letting Metabusters get 6 grubs. You see a play coming down here mid. Bandage Toss lands on the fucking Ticini, and he's obliterated.
Amumu combos very well with mages mid, and that is a mage mid. You get the bandage toss, you get the passive for the reduced MR and the Drew damage for the Amumu. And the Lux with a follow-up of the Sentry with the Dark Harvest as well. That's a lot of magic damage, and that translates into a lot of damage just in general, true and otherwise. Hong is being very aggressive here. Knows he can be, but forces out the ultimate from Nami in trade for his own ultimate. Heal is used on both sides to survive that engagement. I will say Hong came out worse for wear, but he does catch the wave, so, you know, nothing really happened.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see when he tries to get his next base. He is only sitting on 900 gold at the moment, but after that trade, I guess Yumi will be able to heal him up, so he might not have to worry about it. But he does have to play safer till then. And grubs are spawning. They haven't moved Teddy. It looks like
Grubs have spawned. Eric has engaged onto the Renekton. I'm not sure you wanted to do that. Flash is forced out, and I think that should just be a dead Amumu. Yep, dead Amumu and 6 grubs. Yep. Assuming that there's not another stop attempt, you know. In theory, Arnie could ult and steal one of the grubs, but
right, and we do have Dragon coming up again in 50 seconds. Amumu R and Sejuani R should both be coming up around that time, but we see another play come out on Arnie.
Again! Layering the CC very well, but this Ornn is tanky at this point. Like, you're not gonna kill him under tower. He gets a lot back for that. Hong is probably dead to Ticini here. Exhaust is used. Flashes on both sides as well. Nami Flash for Lucian Flash, you will take it.
Yeah, but
every summoner is gone.
Yeah, that is pretty crucial though that Stav is able to hold on to both of his. So Lucian is definitely going to be a lot more vulnerable in this upcoming dragon fight. They might have to give
cover
the
this
second
wave.
dragon.
Mumu like just needs to cover the wave right now. Oh, the hook does land. I think that might be picked onto the Nami. Another hook lands. Ult comes down. A lot of damage onto the Nami, and goodbye, sir. Mumu getting a lot of damage done onto the Kaisa. That's flash out from the Kaisa as Riot decides to show us top lane trading instead of the flash. Thanks, Daddy Riot.
Yep, you can see Korn definitely knows the assignment here. Just farming his tower plates off the Ornn. It's not really worth killing him anymore. He's built a bunch of armor. But do you see Metabuster's move here onto Eric? And it looks like he's going to die right before the dragon comes up. Sejuani R doesn't land on Kai as he flashes it.
Oh, lands a full combo onto Duchini, and I think that Deluxe might be a little safer laning here. Does eat a dagger, but lands another root, and I don't think he's cognizant of the information. Yep, that's dead. Kill going over to Kai as well.
Definitely a very scrappy game. I'm glad this is the kind of game, especially after the pause.
Metabusters kind of needs to clean it up though, because the more scrappy this is, then the longer this game goes, the better of a chance Fruitcakes has of winning. Because now Kai's like completely recovered in lane, I'd argue, right? Like, there's maybe a 400, 500 gold difference in mid. So,
yeah, we're looking at 600 600 gold roughly.
Yeah, so that's mostly recovered. You know, that's a fightable deficit rather than what it was before, which was kind of rough.
Yeah, the team gold difference has expanded though, even though the mid gold difference has closed.
Yeah,
a
look
bit.
at that. Look at there's 2 items on that Renekton.
Yeah, he is very strong right now.
Compared to components, brother. Poor RNDA, dude. It's getting bullied. Alright. Oh, Fruitcake's landing. Well, not Fruitcake's necessarily. Kai landing another route onto Tuccini. Tuccini just trades back so hard, though. That Storm Surge, after its buffs that are upcoming, is going to be, like, first buy item for even some champs that need mana. I'm telling you. Going from 35% to 25% proc on that execute, you're gonna see a lot of Storm Surge. Another whiff. Oh. Katarina trading with daggers. We love to hate it. Stav just gets ran down by Hong. Uses the ult very well, though. Almost gets out. Uses the barrier and actually gets out, but the healing from Hong and the shield from the barrier.
He's got the interior crocodile alligator behind him.
He's got interior crocodile alligator, indeed. Kathy gets out because Eric is just right there, watching his bot lane die. But, oh, flash out from Korn, and it should just be a lockdown onto the Amumu. Kathy goes down as well. Ult almost hits Tuccini. That would have been a kill for Deluxe. Final Spark unable to find its target.
Yeah, I think that was a really huge fight for Metabusters.
That's exactly what they needed to extend this lead on his Renekton. 7-1, whole turret going over to him on the local gold as well. He's probably sitting on a full item when he backs. Like, gets the crash onto the mid lane, rides it in because he knows that he's not in danger.
Yeah,
I'd have to build defensive items.
I'd have to go back and see exactly how the map played out as it started.
No. Yeah, that Katarina just gets to jump on Deluxe, and that's just a dead Lux there. Yeah, Arnie is kind of getting ran down. The Sunfire is proccing. Hong is here. Wait, Arnie might be able to find something. Nope. The dice part of Slice and Dice used very strategically by Korn to avoid the... Wait, what skin is it? Is it a Choo-Choo Train? I didn't quite catch it. I think that was just base skin.
I think it's
just the goat. Just the goat. Because Arnie's the goat. My goat.
Yeah, it was hard to see if that was just Metabusters being in the correct spot to respond or just overaggression from Teddy, but we might see some more of that here, speaking of overaggression, but able to
Huh?
force the flash out from Nami.
It's just a classic trade for Teddy. He's just trading his resources for their resources. I mean, he's got Kathy on him, so he's not really under any threat, unless the Sejuani lands the R.
Well, those things also happened in the bot lane play, but Renekton was able to TP, Ornn couldn't find an angle or thought it wasn't worth, and Tusini was able to show up before Lux as well. So that's why I said it was hard to tell if it was just Metabusters being in the right place at the right time or if it was just over aggression from Teddy or what. But needless to say, Metabusters found themselves a really good foothold in the beginning of this game, and it looks like they're not really intent on stopping, and they kind of can't.
Yeah, because the moment they let up on that gas, then this Lux and this Lucian get more gold and more stats. Things look a lot tougher. Things look a lot more tougher. English is a hard language, and I'm glad I don't speak it as a first language. The Lux ER going down and killing the Katarina. Nothing to jump to for Tuccini, and he just gets picked off by the range. Now just imagine that, but Lux has, like, another item.
Yeah, Tusini definitely maybe getting a little lost in the sauce, feeling the Katarina a little too much, who knows. But good on Kai to be able to get those picks. Definitely, as the lane has progressed, definitely gotten better at landing the skill shots on Tusini. So I think it maybe was just a little bit of like a little bit of adjusting that they had to do.
Looks like they will take down mid tower as well. Very nice. Kai lands another ult. Not sure if you wanted to stand that close to the wave they'll get it off, though. Korn will heal some of that back. It's not in threat. Wait, that's the Spectre's Cowl under Renekton. That's gonna build into Spirit Visage. So very soon, Kai's not gonna have the same bite that he had on that crocodile as he had before.
Yeah, you can see Horn really kind of, without the Conqueror and the inherent healing and that, with the PTA setup, definitely looking for ways to try to enhance his team fighting capability now that we're more into the mid game.
Eric Hill looking for something, doesn't find it. The entire river is not worded up. Hong is walking straight into a trap. The ult lands from the Sejuani. Bola of Ice goes down, but it's not true enough. Hong gets a kill on to stop after the ultimate is invested, but the immovable ult to lock him down. Ticini picks up one. Arnie is going to pick up another on the return, but it looks really bad for for Metabusters. I am not going to... For Fruitcakes, I'm not going to lie. Metabusters is just going to run them down with the Bruisers, and honestly... the Lux has gone down. That's all your damage. Arnie just needs to get the hell out of dodge. But he's probably just going to get locked down. Nami is an annoying-ass champion. The Yubi shielding at the very end. Arnie looks to turn it back. Gets one on Core and Shirley with the tower shot. And down he goes to Cathy. The Yubi pings go down. And that's 1,000 gold going under the cat. Richest cat in the world sits on its gold like a treasure trove. Because it ain't going to do much of it. It's going to hoard that gold.
Yeah, that started off looking really bad for Fruitcakes here, but Ornn, along with Kai and Kathy, able to come out of that and get some down in return. So Fruitcakes are still holding on, and like we've been saying, every fight that doesn't go completely for Metabusters' way is that much more that Fruitcakes claws back.
Not just claws back, but I mean, like, they're starting to thrive. Ornn has a upgraded Thorn Mail. Very interesting choice. And he's gonna start to work on upgraded items for the rest of his team as well. He got like a couple... He got a kill and an assist, so he's also looking pretty good in the gold department. Like, that assist under Renekton is probably a whole kill's worth of gold, honestly.
All right, he still is.
He's
like,
still 3k behind, but you know.
More than 3k behind, right? Yeah.
But it was better than more than 5k behind components into 2 items. Like, at least he's closed the item deficit a little bit. Now, Metabusters do take the Dragon because they're just up first. They died earlier, for the most part, older important members.
Yeah, Dean asking if that's worth for for Metabusters in the chat. And honestly, I think picking up the dragon definitely made it a little bit more worth it, but
I don't
definitely
think so.
not very worth it for Metabusters. We see the gold lead shrink down to 3K here.
Future is getting kind of collapsed on, but that's a Sejuani, so it's kind of hard to catch.
Future
Hong
is in no
sees
man's land.
Horn.
Horn is
Corn. The Corn is getting absolutely ran down by. Oh, the flash comes out. Lucian gets locked down, but is it enough? It absolutely is not. The power of Yuumi, it's dumbest champion in the game, non-interactive at all, but it's exactly what Hong needs from his support apparently.
Hey, that
Future
cat's
is
on
sitting on a ward.
That cat's on 2 items. That's the same as Tusini.
I hate that cat. I hate that cat so much. I hate that cat so much. Maybe Pita has a point, you know?
Wait, and indeed, but Future did just walk in, get the blue, and then they all just walked away. Well, except for Renekton.
Hong's gonna find Future, and I think that's just gonna be a rundown, unless Tuccini can do something. Kai turns around and one-shots Stav. Hong gets caught because, you know, he was walking into the Sejuani, did not see the Katarina at all. Apparently, Katarina still does enough damage. What happened to that Kaisa? Kai literally just pointed in that direction and said, "Not today. You shall not pass. Do not pass go, do not collect 200.
I more just want to know what happened to that Lucian, man. I don't know if Teddy should have been there.
Teddy should not have been there. He should have seen the Sejuani clearing that buff and been like, "Nope, I've gone too far." I don't know.
Yeah, Stav has been doing a pretty decent job of keeping himself alive, just trying to farm up and get these items, but he's only 2K gold down on the Lucian right now, which isn't the most, but I don't think Kaisa is really in a position to be that late game insurance yet that Metabusters might be able to rely on.
Kaisa needs like 2 more items, and then she starts becoming that W pressing long range assassin abomination that is also like an ADC and also a mage that we all have come to know and love.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll see the Horizon focus on the Kaisa. I bet you Honen's Kaisa would have a Horizon focus.
don't no! My strat! Horizon Focus is a good item right now, I swear.
Teddy really...
Teddy does not like Stav. Future is going to Q in aggressively. The Arctic Assault. Actually, it kind of works out. Hong blows his entire ulti, doesn't really get anything off of it. They will pick off Jacob, but you know, Jacob probably shouldn't have been there, if I'm being honest. What is Jacob doing? What is he doing? What was that? What was that?
I'm not sure if that was BM or...
The Renekton TP's out. Future goes in aggressively on Hong again. Tuccini does actually jump onto Hong, and you can never let Katarina get that close to you. 3 kills, 4 kills off of the resets from just the daggers. One of the kills goes over to Stav, which is quite nice if you're an underfed ADC. Yeah, they should have just backed off. I'm not sure why Hong is stepping up that far next to a wall. There's a Katarina on the enemy team, so you can't really do that, but he does and pays the price. Arne can kill Tuccini here. Arne does kill Tuccini here. What was Tuccini cooking?
He was keeping Ornn away so he couldn't steal Baron with R.
Yeah, yeah, something like that.
He was he was doing what needed to be done.
Does Thornmail's damage get expanded when Ornn builds the Ornn item on the Thornmail? Because that was a lot of damage going on to Tuccini for pressing his R.
I think it just gives you the higher health and armor, because they would show up orange stats if it changed from the upgrade, right?
Yeah, but still, like, damn. Katarina kills itself on the Ornn. Hong does go in very aggressively onto Jacob, gets caught again. the true bola of ice actually lands on Delusion this time. There's a hell of a lot of sustain though, so the Sov needs to get out and dodge, but Tuccini comes in and just blows up Delusion from the side. You know, Tuccini picked up a double kill, playing out this late game very well on the Katarina. I mean, yeah, Katarina just blows up your squishies.
We could see Fruitcake's kind of claw back in this game, but I think they've gotten a little sloppy here in the past 5 minutes. I think there's
so
like
hard.
2 triple kills for the Katarina.
Yeah. No, this one's only a double.
Only a double,
Granted,
yeah, but
Kaisa does solo the dragon, so you're looking pretty good into the 30-minute mark for Metabusters. Oh.
yeah, we see the
Yeah, Lux
PTA
just
going
dies.
to work, just one shot in the Lux there.
Lux just dies, yeah. Arnie is alive. The Yumi is dead. Fucking good. Tuccini gets a little lost in the sauce though. Kills Delusion, but ends up going down himself. With the Baroned up minions, I do think you can actually end the game here. But
Yeah, I think this is an
you're gonna
end
have to
angle.
fight for it.
They got the tower, and it looks like Arnie is going to be the last to go down, and that looks like Metabusters is going to go up 1-0.
Metabusters gonna take it. Yeah. Down, Arnie goes, and down goes the hopes of Fruitcakes as MB goes 0-1 against 0-0.
Outside of their, I'd say somewhat sloppy mid game, Metabusters really kind of coming out with a decisive first game here. It's no 40-minute series. That first game going a full almost 30 minutes in itself, but really good showing for Metabusters here in game 1.
We love to see games that get a little sloppier. We love to see games that become a little bit mods! Mods, kill him! Mods! Future collected, no! Future, no! Mods! Mods, kill this man!
I don't have the power. Otherwise, I would
Mods,
assist.
kill this man now. Mods, cut his balls off. Mods, spill. Yep, one of the mods who did it. Take responsibility. We'll praise you for it. Which mod snipped his balls?
Oh, and this is me not knowing how studio mode works. Okay, there we go.
Zam dog. Zam daddy. Alright, Noam, good job. You snipped his balls off. We'll give you a purple heart for taking Fallen Soldier in battle. One of your fellow Metabusters has clicked on the link. Is interrupted from my coding session by Honan yelling mods at the top of his lungs. I just have that effect, you know? I have that the rhythm-tism effect. Noam stopped timing them out, banned them. Jacob came in with a sledgehammer and just fucking called them out.
Hitting them
They
with
can't reform.
sledgehammers.
Give me water. I desire to suck. I desire liquid dihydrogen monoxide. I'm out of liquid dihydrogen monoxide. I'll be back, Avery.
Okay.
We need to do MVPs later, keep that in mind so that we know who to dragon. They call me a beaver because when I get hit, I like to turn tail. Also, beaver tails are delicious. I'm back, what's up?
Oh, I'm just getting the asset set up.
What's poppin', little Enzo? Oh. Hey, Mason! Wait, what? Mason left immediately. A coward!
And it looks like we're already in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Fast enough at this yet. Okay. Sorry for the continued scuffness. We're also getting to the draft of game 2 halfway through it, but we are seeing the Katarina run back. The Katarina first pick in as well. We see Fruitcakes
Katarina run
respond with the Lysandra for the mid matchup and Kaisa again. I'll see Teddy
Let's
moving
not
over to Kog'Maw with Jacob returning to the Nami. And we'll have
Yeah.
Seraphine here for
Ooh, I like the Seraphine.
Seraphine for Kathy. I think we did see the same exact bands from game 1 as well, so
Seraphine can extend the ultimate range when there are people in front of you. It doesn't matter if they're allies or enemies. So, with a lot of frontline, Seraphine really, really thrives as an engage or a disengage tool. We're going to see. Are we just going to see the same bands? These are the same picks and bands from last game. Y'all managed to swap sides yet keep the same bands. Damn.
why is it not showing the draft on the screen?
I mean, it's showing draft on stream,
Oh,
but like,
my screen on my phone for chat is just like showing a blank screen. So
chat, is he cooked? Orn is banned by Fruitcakes. And Renekton is banned by Metabusters! They're learning! They have sentience! The band's changed!
okay, it's just my phone trolling me. Okay.
And a move was picked up again for Eric. The more things change, the more things stay the same, I guess. Doesn't Eric have like Olaf or like something else, or like is just Umumu just that good right now?
I think
'Cause
Amumu is kind of overperforming right now, yeah. At
I
least in
don't see
Scrim Zone,
Amumu
maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about
outside of Scrim Zone. I don't see a whole
globally.
lot of Amumu. I think I've seen Amumu a total of like twice outside of Scrim Zone, and both of those times it was like in bronze. Now, in practice, that's a bit of a different story. Maybe Amumu gets more leverage when you can coordinate things. Volibear in response to Amumu was kind of wild. I'm not sure if that was the pick.
It could also be a Volibear top lane.
But, like, okay, so Volibear top has, like, the Roa Navori build. Did I get nerfed?
I mean, I don't think so. And also, yeah, see, it's
Ooh,
Volibear top. Volibear can also
yeah.
go like a Iceborne Gauntlet Quick Blades build as well.
So the Volibear gets them a lot of options, but, like, what does Arnie really have in response to that? Like, oh, wait, hold on, that's spicy. God damn, I feel like a sriracha berry just got, like, placed on my tongue. Oh, sriracha seed. No, Nar.
So then,
He's trying to be Zeus.
I
Arnie
think,
Zeus confirmed.
is that our first time Gnar from Arnia?
Nah, I don't think so. Hmm. All right. What are the statistics? What are we looking at? Because I kind of want to see if it's Arnie's first time in a Nar. I think Nar is really good. Teams struggle to use the Nar, but if Nar is used well, it's to great effect. That champion's disgusting right now.
All right, should be able to swap over to.
Akamatai, soe suseyo, soeyo, suseyo.
Okay, we should have the stat previews up now.
All right, so we have Fujer. We do have something on Fujer. Oh wait, this is Fujer's 100th game. Let's go.
Oh, true. Yeah, I guess it would have
He's
been
played
last game,
100
right?
games. I guess like his 100th game would have been like the game before last game, because there's a statistic shown up
Oh,
here.
true. Yeah.
Yeah. But still, let's go! 100 games! He can call himself a veteran now.
Certified vet.
Damn. He should get some veteran disabilities. He should get some veterans benefits from Scrim Zone. He should get like admin privileges. I don't know.
Well, how many people are at above 100 games? I feel like if you made everyone with 100 games an admin, I feel like, or maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I'll look that up for you right now.
Wait, what message of Stanley's got deleted?
What are we stopping Noam? What are we stopping Stanley from saying? Noam? Noam? Noam, what was said? Alright. Let's see.
here while we're waiting for the spectator delay. We can wrap back around to talking about this draft here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20,
What are you counting beans, bro?
30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 36. 36 players have over 100 games.
Yeah, see,
I
feel like I feel like if you made everyone with over 100 games in admin, you'd run into some issues.
Oh, maybe a little bit. Well, you know.
Bro's got his stripes. He's got his stripes though. Honestly, I feel like these drafts, they look different, but or at least they look a little different, but they're really not that much different from the first game.
Well, I mean, a little bit had to change. I feel like you're a little bit less all in on the side of metabusters for like your early game, because that Kog'Maw scaling is going to be absolutely mental. And now Fruitcakes kind of wants to be the mid game explosion. So they've kind of swapped rules a little bit, but they also don't really need the game to end early, because between Seraphine, Kaisa, and Lissandra, you got some good late game power as well. So
Yep,
and also like Katarina again, right? So like both sides kind of do the same thing.
top
I guess
lane
they just
should
know
be
a little more.
top lane should be a bit more of a volatile matchup. I think
A
there's
bit more,
definitely
you say?
I think there's definitely room for either side to come out on top. I think Arnier should have an easier time into the Volibear. I think Volibear is definitely going to be calling for Jarvan to try to look for these all-in angles on Gnar, especially in this range matchup.
Yeah.
The jungle, really kind of similar champions. Amumu played twice, and then Sejuani and Jarvan kind of fulfilled the same role of being locked down, especially when you draft with these champions. I don't imagine he's going like a lethality build, but I could be wrong. Nami played the same as well, subbing out the Lucian for Kog'Maw, or
I
subbing out
like that a lot.
the Kaisa for Kog'Maw.
I love that, honestly.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe you'll have a better time in lane.
Dean is using me as an op. He's telling you to regen assets with the right game score this time. You have 0-0. It should be Metabusters 1 and then Fruitcake 0.
I see. I did change that at some point, but
Yeah.
oh, and I'm also not. League isn't letting me into the loading screen. Okay, there we go. I'll have it fixed for next game if there's a next game. I did change it at some point though. I guess it must have got reset with me reloading the page at some point or something. That's my bad.
Yeah. Alright, so now that we're in game, you know, we got a 5-point from both sides, but the Kaisa is a little late. Amumu puts down a ward. It does actually survive. Let's fucking go.
Unless Jarvan plans to top or path topside, I do feel like that that ward is gonna go down, either given to Korn or Fujo.
Yo,
Just pick it up
honestly,
himself.
Fujer is so real for those pings. Everyone's so real. I hate barriers so much. But like, Dean is flaming the captains for not updating score, so we're good.
All right, and did you see who the ward went over to Korn? So he should hit level 2 off the first wave. We'll see if Arnier can spot that out or knows the secrets.
I think Arnie will be fine. The thing is, like, it's even if you jump onto Gnar, he'll still have enough toughness to be able to flash out, and then, you know, he builds his Fury meter, and all of a sudden that level 2 engage is looking a lot more nullified.
Well, it's mainly just about getting priority, and especially in these range
Yeah.
versus melee champion matchups.
Oh, speaking of, Fujer forces out the flash level 1 immediately.
Yeah, if Korn wasn't going to be able to get it himself with the level 2 advantage early, Fujer was going to come make sure that that something came of it too. And it looks like he's going to go right into a topside invade.
Yeah.
He should be able to clear the Krugs in the red before Mumu even sniffs this out.
Well, the Kog'Maw is actually kind of cooking. Never mind, Kog'Maw's being cooked. It started putting meat onto the smoker and ended up in the fire itself. Arne does turn Mega at a very crucial time here, getting the stats required to survive this all in. Doesn't actually have Pulverize though, so no stun coming out, and that's a lot of damage being taken.
Right, and you'll see that Eric went for a level 3 gank mid lane, but
Yeah.
Fujer only taking the Krugs, deciding to get out, didn't stick around for more camps. He definitely would have been able to get more, especially with the Amumu gank, but opting to go back to clear his camps.
I honestly think he should have just fought the Amumu. Arne is struggling under tower as well. That's a 10 CS lead already.
But yeah, you can kind of see how even though they're at slightly even health, like Nar just has to play that much more careful because Volibear, if he gets on top of him, it's going to be...
Speaking of getting on top of him, does actually do it. The flash in might be enough, but Arne turns back around, does actually get the kill. No kill back. It's an execute for the Volibear, which is pretty good for him. You know, the wave, it's frozen under the tower, I think. Is that a freeze? Guess we'll see when the camera pans over.
It looks like Arne is pushing it anyways, but...
Yeah. Volibear does use TP to get back the lane. An armor compared to a blasting wand. I don't think Arne is aware. Oh. I mean, Kai just kind of blows up Tuccini, even though Fujer does land the EQ. I think, you know, the kill going over to the J4 is nice, but the Lissandra getting the kill is nicer. Eric hiding in a bush, catching out Korn in the top lane.
Yeah, I think you'll see that Lissandra is probably going to have an easier time than Lux locking down the Katarina. Just more power in the kit invested into that crowd control. Lissandra, no slump like in the damage really. Still can put out quite a bit, but
it's why that champion's getting nerfed next patch. The passive and Q damage getting reduced.
Right, definitely a good adaptation from Fruitcakes, especially after seeing the first pick Katarina. Pulverize is Alistar Q. You are correct, Dean.
Yeah, Pulverize is Alistar Q. I'm not sure what it's called for Gnar. I know Q is Boulder Toss when he's in Mega Gnar, but I'm not sure what it is. I thought it was just Pulverize again. Which, it wouldn't be the first time Wrights ever reused the spell name, if I'm correct. The slow lands onto Stav, which is actually the go that's required, but Fujer is here for the counter gank, and Eric has to turn away. Eric gets knocked up, though. Flash is invested. And looks like a little worse for wear, but Eric gets out. And Fujer's just gonna help them clear the bot lane. Once a support, always a support. I love to see it, buddy. I'm hoping that if Fujer ever like goes back into support, we see some J4 support coming out from him. Goofy all support pick. Amumu bought Merc Tread's first item. Honestly, this Amumu is probably going to go like full MR with like a Sunfire cape.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the Volibear. I mean, it's so hard to tell. Like, you're talking about Arne building armor, Mumu going full MR, but it's so hard to tell with this. The Volibear is building AP, Katarina is building AD, Kog'Maw does mixed damage. I feel like it's going to be kind of hard to, like efficiently itemize against this team.
Mm-hmm. A wallop is what it's called. Hyper and wallop. Gotcha.
But yeah, we'll see with that top lane gank that Eric and Arnie were able to pull off. Nar is actually at a EXP lead right now and only down a couple CS as well. So definitely a good position for Arnie to find himself in after that pretty rough start.
Yeah, he's mostly recovered, if not entirely. Eric does find himself in a very goofy situation here. Fujer walks in, steals one of the grubs. Korn is going to try to help him out with this situation, but using the R on Lissandra when she has E up and she just gets out, helps secure the kill on the volley. Arnie is going to be one happy camper with that situation.
Yeah, Fujer able to go in and get one grub, so that's
Not
one less he has to play
complete
for
loss.
on the second spawn. But yeah, really good look from Fruitcakes to make them pay for it.
Yeah. Kathy's getting a little run down here by the Cog. That Stav is so comfortable on this champion, it has to be said. Like,
Fujer almost stopping Arnie's back again. That was so funny.
Fun. Yeah, I don't know. Stav's got that dog in him. Unfortunately, he's going the on-hit variant, but I think it's the correct call in this case. Ooh, good dodge. Arnie is going to actually use the bounce to get back. Procs a couple of hypers, and Korn does have to bug out. That's a lot more damage than I thought would come out of that tiny Gnar. But with only a Ruby Crystal, you know.
He has a Sheen now, so he can start to...
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. That was my cat.
Thanks, Mouse. Aw. Don't worry, we're just getting cat diffed. Meowsapalooza. It's just gonna show us top anyways, since it always... I'm not sure what's up with Spectator, but it always shows top now.
I mean, they're two melee champions in close proximity at the moment.
Arnie misses Wallop, gets the land, gets the Gnar, and actually like forces out the ulti coming from Korn. If Korn can get into the shield, I think he lives, but he did not. Ult does come down though from Eric, and it's gonna help secure a bunch of kills bot lane. One going over to Caffey, another going over to Hong. Ow! Actually, Future turning it around a little bit here, getting 2 kills back, but you do wipe 3 for 2. Oh, Kai almost gets the flash Q as well. Would have been quite nice to pick that up on the back of the Katarina going back to base.
Yeah, Fujer able to be the hero down on that return play bot lane after the solo kill goes down top. Korn is going to pick up his Rod of Ages now, so I think he's on a really good timer for it as well, getting it before 10 minutes. So that's a silver lining. But yeah. I think Fruitcake's solo lane's doing a lot better in this game too, and I think it really shows in this gold lead too. Much closer gold difference at this point of the game compared to last.
Stav's got the dog in him. He's gonna start running down with the Nami. The Nami slows coming in as well. Hong eats 3 big autos, and with half his health gone, that's a lot of your laning power gone as well. Kai'Sa loves to leverage that health bar with the ulti. Arnie goes in off another Gnar. Absolutely Giga Chad with the Mega Gnar. With the Amuma helping him out, he should just pick up the Volibear here, but Tuccini sprints all the way to top lane. Arnie with another great wallop to cancel the ultimate coming down from Katarina, and now Kai's here with the ult as well, gets the pick onto the cat, probably going to run down to Volibear. Volibear falls down to the passive. Unfortunately, Eric does go down to the J4, and honestly, with the Eclipse, just able to pick up the triple kill. Very well played by Fujer. Tuccini getting kind of blown up there is a little unfortunate, but like, that's a 6-1 J4. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, Fujer definitely leveraging that gold lead that he had, that item advantage, knowing that he can stay in that fight. The rest of his teammates do go down, but he's able to clean it up in the end. So, I
mean, he's going to get every single grub now because of that. So,
right.
You know? The
So I
grub
think
play that Fruitcakes was going for, they can't go for it anymore. They have to go drag.
yeah, Metabusters will end up with 4 grubs, and Fruitcake's here with the first dragon, which I think 4 grubs is when you get the buff, right? Or is it 5?
You get one little nubbin. You get just
Right,
the one
so
little nubbin.
not the worst trade. I think Metabuster
I
is
think it's
definitely
better
coming out.
for Metabusters, yeah. They have like 2 split pushers that are very strong on the sideline.
Yeah, but I mean, 4 grubs isn't. 4 grubs is like the lowest tier of like, oh yeah, we got the grubs you can get, and Fruitcakes were able to start their dragon stacking a little faster, and their bot lane definitely in a much better position compared to first
Ooh.
game.
Hey, a grub is a grub, you know? Grubs can block skill shots for you. You'd never think they're important until they start blocking thresh hooks and start blocking Kaisa Ws. Kai is going to go in very aggressively here, ult onto the cat to save his own life, and Eric's gonna help finish off the cat. The passive does slow down Fujer, but he just ults.
Yeah, Kai turning around to try to slow the Jarvan down, but I think that really sealed their fate in the
Yeah.
end.
You know, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Buttons are hard coded into Demacian champions.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, Kai was super low. I feel like you could have had an O Jarvan do that, and you would have killed him.
Yeah. You know, classic Demacian. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it button. Presses R and a champion dies. Arnie has built up quite the health lead on the Corn, and he should just go down. Ultimate is used by Diamumu.
Yeah, we kind of see
Saddest mummy on it.
the boot, on the other foot here in this game too. Last game it was Arnie getting extremely pummeled and bullied in the top lane, and here it's Korn having a bunch of fans.
Oh. You got that from Yappa. We love Yappa. Ooh! Nice little combo coming out onto Tuccini from Kai. Tuccini can't really go in unless he wants to get frozen tombed by the Lysandra into just death.
Yeah, and you'll also see until Volibear gets a bit more ability haste, like that play that Future turned around, Gnar ulted him, and Volibear's ult was still only halfway off cooldown. So I think you'll also see
We are
Korn really
looking
struggle
for
in sides.
Lysandra here. Lysandra just ults herself, gets out of Future's combo. Absolutely insane play coming out from Kai to survive the fight. But the Volibear ult goes down, does not actually hit the tower, so dies to a tower shot of all things. Arnie does not successfully block the QE, so a good QE buffer, Future does get out. Not sure if that was intentional or not. Gnar is used, and it just goes wide. Arnie does take a lot of damage. J4 passive doing max HP damage is kind of goofy, and it's going to secure another kill. Future's absolutely tearing the house with Fruitcake members. TP is coming in for the Katarina, and J4 is going to take that as his cue to leave.
Yeah, Future.
Absolute war criminal right now with Future. Okay,
kind of
to be
like
fair though,
1v3 right there, almost.
if you're Fruitcakes, this is the worst, this is the best case scenario. If anyone else started getting fed, you might have some more serious problems.
I agree, and you also see Future's attention being drawn away a lot from this bot lane. Not sure how much he necessarily was planning to try to impact it, but you'll see Fruitcakes have almost gotten this first tower, and have a pretty decent CS lead, 20 CS up on Teddy or on Stav's Kog'Maw.
Man, this looks so much like a Rats game. Oh! Yeah. I mean, honestly, right? I'm not going to snub J4 having 8 kills. Because that's a lot of weight J4 can throw around the map. However, it is only one J4.
I mean, and you'll also see with the Mumu rushing the tier 2 boots and Jarvan getting all this gold.
Ticini goes in off the cheeky play. If Nami presses R, that's probably a kill on the guy. And Turk does go down because Jacob says fuck bot lane. Oh, he missed the Gnar for once!
Now we do finally see Eric pick up that Leandre's for his first item. But with
That's
Jarvan having such a
what I
high gold
do.
lead, I think you're going to see this this jungle CS and XP difference kind of grow as well. Maybe the Faded Ashes is enough to compensate, but I feel like Jarvan with all this extra AD is going to be clearing his camps, feeling good.
He's already got a Rift Herald, you know, he's strutting to the mid lane. Which, by the way, worst ability in the game, Misfortune should not get Mobies for free. Fujir is going to crash into the tower, presumably. Yep, but oh, well, Eric goes in, 3-man ult comes out, Hong goes in as well, Kathy lands the ulti. Everyone is going down, everyone is dying, everyone just melts to the upfront damage, the upfront burst from Fruitcakes in that team fight. Arnie is almost winning his isolated 1v1, honestly. I feel like if he got one more auto off, you know, probably would have been able to do it, but flashes out for the safety. Doesn't want to int top lane after his team gets an absolutely nuts team fight off. The big fat circle comp working wonders, honestly.
Mid tower does go down.
Corn did not want to stick around.
Yeah, the mid tower does go down there, but Fruitcake's around to make him pay for it. Really good engage from Eric and Kathy with the Seraphine ultimate to follow up. Really providing that big lockdown that they needed for Lysandra and Kaisa to put down the damage. And they're able to pick up their second dragon too. So, like I said, really accelerated on their dragon stacking. And they're starting to come out on top in these fights.
I would love to know how many stacks of plasma Hong got off on that fight. That had to be like 7 or 8 stacks of plasma that he just like puts into everyone's backs and just blows them all up.
Yeah, and that topside fight really close, especially
Jacob almost dies, has to flash away from the Kaisa. Walking a little bit too close to the sun, though they're looking to turn this into something. Oh, Fujir smells lots of blood as well. The tidal wave hits Hong as he's trying to run away, and on the backside, Fujir and Tuccini teach the Seraphine the meaning of the word pain.
Yeah, I think that was shutdowns going over both to Stav and Tuccini, so
yeah,
really
not the two you want to get items on if you're Fruitcakes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think Fujir has enough kills. I think he should be looking to try to give as much gold as possible to the rest of his laners.
Yeah, Korn's getting slapped around by Arnie though. This Nars pick is working wonders currently.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only reason that previous fight was close was because Korn was able to buffer or negate the Gnar ultimate using his. Arnie kind of threw his ult into Korn's, and so he didn't get the CC or anything.
Yeah.
But we're seeing how that's supposed to go. More how it's supposed to go in that fight.
Yeah. Tower top does fall to the J4, and that's going to open up that quadrant of the map quite nicely for Metabusters, honestly.
Everybody point and laugh. 8-1 Jarvan missed up his flag and drag.
Ah, 8-1 flag and drag, 8-1 flag and drag, haha. Oh, Eric flashes in, gets the flash out of Stav. And, yeah, looks like Fujir is going to run away. The tail tucked between his legs and is not going to walk into that Baron. Though, I don't think if you are Fruitcakes you want to do Baron. I get leveraging your strong topside because Arnie's making a name for himself up there, but I don't know.
I think they could do Baron. I don't think it's a Baron angle right now.
I don't think they should. Arnie, just let Arnie take the tower. Let him push his lane a little more. Huh?
Yeah, we'll have to see who's going to come match this Volibear. It looks like it's going to be Kai. But Volibear might just be able to get the tower. Looks like he's going to stick it.
Yeah, and, you know, that's a Volibear. You kind of have to run away from that at some point.
He
They
has
can
no
certainly
Q
run away
now.
from you.
It looks like this is a dead
Oh,
corn.
that's just a dead corn. This corn's getting snubbed off the cob. Yep, that's a grilled corn. You know at the county fair, one of them.
I prefer the jumbo turkey legs.
What do you usually get at a fair? Jungle turkey legs? Because I usually get like that big round bowl of fries and chips. As we're going to see another engage going down onto Chini. Red buff working wonders for the slow and just the lockdown's a lot easier if your champion's moving 35% less fast. Another dead mid laner.
Yeah, both both Metabusters, solo laners kind of getting caught out a little too far away from safety here back to back. But the gold lead, we're at 22 minutes, and the gold lead is less than 2K. So definitely a lot closer game compared to last game. Rage for 3-game series. I mean, it looks like Fruitcakes is really trying to work for it.
You know, I'm not sure how Kathy died. I know how, but I don't know the function. I can tell you the team dogpiled, but not the individual steps. Regardless, that is both Lysandra and Kathy going down. Yikes.
Yeah, pretty big halt to Fruitcake's tempo, especially with this dragon stacking. If they could have got themselves on soul point there, that would have worked wonders for them in trying to pressure this first Baron kill. But
yeah, without soul point, you don't really have the ability to pull Metabusters across the map, and that's gonna really hurt your ability to get things done on the map in this game. Because now this Volibear can kind of just go where he wants. His name ain't Mundo, but he's certainly going where he's pleases. Even if he's 2-10 getting ran down by Kaisa right now. Goes in off Hong, on Hong. Actually a half health Hong, which is quite impressive, considering how far behind he is.
yeah, Future on the flank though.
Future flanking, but I don't think he's going to take that flank. Kai is going to ult Stav, and Stav's going to hit him back. This dog is not to be messed with. Stav really got that dog in him. I was not kidding. Was not lying when I said he got that dog in him. 2-item cog. Once that becomes a 3-item cog, I think the game might be a little cooked. You'd have to
about to turn Mega.
Arnie turns Mega at a very good time. Huge Gnar into the wall and is going to get a lot of damage down. Katarina does die eventually, but buys enough time for Kat to pick up the kill in return onto Eric.
Yeah, you kind of see the full effects of the Jarvan versus how this Amumu matchup played out here. Jarvan able to get so much gold. I think his clear speed is just so accelerated. Eric kind of feeling like he's in a bind, needing to clear his camps to try to catch up. And I think that's what led to Kathy and Hong kind of face-checking this Dragon Pit, which led into Metabusters getting denying soul point and getting into the Dragon. Because I think Eric was on camps while that was happening, so kind of a rough spot because you need a Mumu to face if you're going to face-check. And yeah, you're kind of seeing this is how Metabusters is going to find their way back into the lead here, or try to.
I honestly think Metabusters is already in the lead. Like you have one frontliner, one side laner, and your damage is online. Like you need to kill Stav in every fight that you take now. Like it's a mandatory. This dog must go down. He must be put down like Old Yeller, or you will start to really feel it on your front lines back.
Yeah, I think Stav is going to start killing people with like 7 or less auto attacks from full here. So,
I mean, Eric gets caught out by Korn, and this doesn't look deadly initially. A lot of lockdown goes down to try to save Eric, but I think you should have saved that. Hong comes in on the backside though, and kind of turns the fight. Oh, Future gets out, and yep, here's the dog. 2 autos, and that's a dead Kaisa. Ult goes down onto Duccini, but that's not the correct target. You should be looking for Stav. He's actually picking up a lot of damage. Arne is getting absolutely ran down. Kills going up to Duccini and Future again, stealing the kill away from the doggo. Yo, give him his treat. He deserves it. It's like
the game was
no treats. Come on.
The game was looking very close, but here in the last 5 minutes, a really good sequence of play from Metabusters, able to deny Soul Point and able to ace Fruitcakes and pick up this first dragon spawn while Tusini's pushing down the mid tier 2. Only 2 towers outside the base really left to take.
You know, I think the Night Indifference gameplay from Arnie really just ain't mattering. I'm not gonna lie, this Gnar is not doing it.
Yeah, you see the
Like,
gold
I
lead is
love
about
the Gnar
5k
pick.
right now before they've even taken any structures with the Baron, so...
I love the Gnar pick, but like it's just not enough. This J4 was able to spread his lead to Stav, and honestly, Stav kind of got his lead by himself. Like, he went down in lane like 0-2, and look at him now.
Yeah, like we said, Jarvan really picking up a lot of his gold and kills from these topside skirmishes. He did get that double kill return bot lane off of his ultimate, but a lot of it coming from these topside skirmishes. So you are right. Stav really kind of just sticking it in and trusting his scaling.
Yeah, I don't know. Stop giving Stav Kog'Maw. Just ban it. Take the L, ban 3 ADCs. That's not the takeaway here. The takeaway is, you know, that doggo is kind of strong right now.
Yeah,
I mean, we're 30 minutes into the game, and it's got 3 items. Fujer finds a pick, but the lockdown combo does come in again and does absolutely no damage. There is no threat. Like,
yeah, this
no
time even
one's
base
dying.
checking with the Amumu, and it's still not enough. I think crucially they didn't have Fruitcakes weren't there as 5, while Metabusters did have 5 in the general vicinity. So it was looking a little scuffed from the start, but
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what Fruitcakes' route back into the game is at this moment.
I mean, they do have a circle comp, so the answer would, from me to you, would be finding the circles as Fujer just jumps onto Hong again. One auto on Kathy does a quarter of a health bar, and Stav walks in, devours the Kaisa. That's a good tasty little snack right there. What does it taste like? Purple? Wrong champion.
Yeah, here changing the Fog of War just a little bit. Look how much of a horror game this looks like for Fruitcakes. They can't see anything on this map.
Yeah. Granted, they already kind of know where everyone is, so no need to see everyone when they're in your base taking your inhibitor.
Well, I mean, crucially, that's how that play was facilitated for Fujer to take down Hong and
Just
allowing them to take
no
that
vision.
mid inhibitor.
Absolutely no vision, you know. Can't be pushing up that far, but if you don't push up that far, you don't get anything. Gnar into the wall, maybe Metabusters got a little bit too ambitious, but, you know, even with the one member going down, as long as Stall's alive, like, look at him just cook them. Look at him just, like, absolutely cook Fruitcake alive.
Can we also talk about the 4th item Zanyas for the Jarvan?
No, we can't. That shouldn't be allowed. No, we can't. In fact, no. I refuse to talk about it. Very good engage, however, he does screw up the flash. Doesn't matter. They're all just dead. You know, Cat has the damage at this point, but the dog absolutely does.
Yeah,
Quick 2-0 nothing to see here if they kill towers.
definitely a lot closer game 2. Fruitcakes made some decent adaptations, I think, and really put up a fight, but Metabusters here able to close it out and win the series 2-0. Well done. GG's, everybody.
Fujer game 2 and Stav game 1 done? Or?
Yeah, I think that's fair. Definitely Fujer game 2.
Alright, you know what? Let me see the post game, and I'll jog my memory a little bit. I'm definitely not going to go just off of just off of kills.
Yeah, I definitely think Future for game 2. We'll have to go back and look at the post game for game 1.
Hold on. Maybe my brain's a little fried because that Kog'Maw look Patrick 1001. Who is he? My brains might be kind of fried right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Here it looks like I don't know how we can you if you spectated a custom game, does it show up in your match history?
Yeah, it should.
No, it
No,
does
it
not.
doesn't. Oh, nice ranked history, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Uh,
Game 1. 20 minutes. I mean, Corn did a lot on the Renekton, but like,
honestly, I mean, yeah, I think there is an argument for Corn because there was also that one play where Teddy was looking for a fight bot lane and the Renekton TP'd in and really kind of I think he really kind of saved the fight for them too there.
yeah, he did.
And with that
I'm
massive
I'm
lead that
okay
he
with
got,
Corn.
especially with the PTA just like blowing people up in the late game, yeah, I think
Yeah.
I would say Fujer game 2 and Corn
I'm
game
okay
1.
with Corn game 1. I think maybe Tucci. Nah, not really. Tuccini got cooked in the laning phase. Alright, I'm okay with Corn game 1 and Future game 2.
Yeah, is there? Did we want to get a post game interview from either of those two?
They're just gonna send us a YouTube video that just plays the entirety of Terraria's OST as their interview.
No, Fujer game 2, Tusini. Unless I misspoke, I said Fujer probably like 10 times, and then maybe I said Stav at the last time. But Corn game 1, Fujer game 2. No, you're good. I mean, like I said, I might have misspoke. I'm not sure.
Listen, I'm kind of cooked mentally. I've been spending the last 2 to 3 days fixing my League of Legends.
But yeah, were either of those two gonna join a VC so we can drag them, or are they not? They're not interested in coming up to speak their piece.
Yeah, we could start playing. I don't know, rock paper scissors.
We'll give them a little bit more time.
Yeah, I mean, people have to decide things.
But honestly, a really really decisive win coming out from Metabusters.
Yeah.
We did mention at the beginning that these two teams were kind of on the opposite side of the standings, but I think that just emphasizes, you know, how good of a showing from Fruitcakes we kind of had. Like you think first place team versus last place team, it did end in a 2-0, but I think especially after those adaptations that they made in game 2, they definitely had a chance to bring it home and extend it to a 3-game series. So the next time we see these two teams play against each other, I think we might see it go to 3 games or perhaps go the other way too.
Let's put it this way: it's a lot closer than I thought it'd be.
No, but it looks like we're not gonna hear from anybody, or at least no one's mentioned any interest. So really well played from both teams. I think we do have another game coming up on Saturday at 8 Eastern between 101 Thieves and Andromeda. So definitely come back around that time and check that out. Hopefully the stream will be less
Less
scuffed.
cooked.
Yeah. We're
This
ironing
this
out
is
kinks.
about the amount of scuff that you get when it's a Honan stream, so I'm happy with it.
Listen, bro, I'm working with one monitor, doing what I can. All right, we're trying
Yeah,
to hold it
that's
down.
me as well. That's also me.
right, but yep, thanks for coming by the stream, everybody. GG's to both teams, and we'll see you again on Saturday. Have a good night.
All right.